Good afternoon. Welcome. My name's Susan. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do something for the crock pot. I love crock pot meals. I mean, it's the easiest. Put it in and go away. But we're going to do Salisbury steak in a crock pot. Now, let me get this out of the way for a minute. First, we're going to make the patties. Now, I've got 2 pounds of lean ground beef in here. I put gloves on when I handle raw meat. I just don't like the feel. Although the fat in the ground beef is really good to soften your hands. So we're going to put some salt in here. I'm going to put about 2 teaspoons of salt. Do some black pepper. Do about a teaspoon of black pepper. I hear the blue jays outside the window. They're on our feeder. They make such a racket. So I'm going to do, I think, just maybe a half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. I don't want them too hot. Crush those in there. It's just like you make your meatballs at home, except we're going to do them patty style. We've got 1/3 cup of diced onion. Put in there. We've had to fill our feeder several times this year. Poor birds can't get to anything. Now I've got 1 egg that I scrambled here. Put that in there. Set all this stuff over here. Got 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs. These are Italian breadcrumbs. I mean, you can use any kind you want. Italian, plain. Probably even put panko breadcrumbs in there. Now I'm going to add a couple of teaspoons of, actually a couple of tablespoons of our favorite Worcestershire sauce, or however you say it. That ought to be about a couple tablespoons. I've got some parsley, got about a teaspoon of fresh parsley, and I'm going to put in about 2 cloves of minced garlic. You got to have garlic in a meatball or a meat patty. I think there's a law. Now we're going to get in here and we're going to mix this up good. We don't want to mix it too much because you'll have tough patties, but we do have to incorporate it. It smells good already. Okay, let's get that in here. Now what I'm going to do, after I mix this up, there, that looks pretty good. We'll get some more over here. Okay, I'm going to preheat my pan here. First I'm going to turn it on. Okay, and I'm going to put some olive oil in the bottom of the pan. Now we're going to brown these patties before we put them in the crock pot. But before I put them in the crock pot, you see I have the crock pot here, I'm going to put sliced onions in the bottom of the crock pot. Slice them up, dump them in there. And I have 6 ounces of sliced mushrooms. These happen to be the cremini, but if you have the white button, that's fine too. So we're going to put that all in the bottom of the crock pot. This is kind of like the bed of the patties. Get some of this stuff out of the way here so you can see what's going on. Let me just shove this back here. All right. Now we've got our oil heating up. I'm going to get a a little turner here. We're going to make some patties. Yeah. I think what we're going to do, I divided this 2 pounds into 4s, but that looks like that looks more like a meatloaf than a patty, doesn't it? Let's do this. I mean, I want a good portion, but I don't want to give anybody an entire meatloaf. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in there. Oh, listen to that sizzle. That's what we wanted to hear. Now, I don't know about you, but sometimes I just don't get patties even until I weigh them. And I'm not going to weigh them. We're just going to get them in there and brown a little. It has been miserably cold here in northern Minnesota. Got down to, I think, the actual temperature was like a -25 last night, which is not healthy for people like me. I don't like going out in the cold, particularly. Okay, well, we're going to just get these brown real quick. Okay. We can probably come back in a few minutes when these are browned real good. And I'll show you what we're going to do with the rest of the meal, put in the crock pot. Go have yourself a cup of coffee. Okay, we're back. As you can see, we've got them all browned. I'm going to just kind of nestle them in the crock pot here. Then we're going to make a sauce to pour on them. And then we're going to cook them in the crock pot for several hours. Okay, so those are in the crock pot. Now I'm going to set this back here. We're going to do a sauce. And in the sauce I'm going to do, I have beef broth here. Now I buy unsalted beef broth, and unfortunately I have to get it from Amazon because I can't find it around here in the stores. So we're going to do 1.5 cups of beef broth. Or you can use, whatever beef broth you have in your pantry. I just prefer the unsalted. That way I can do the salting on my own. So there's 1.5 cups of beef broth. I'm going to do a couple tablespoons of Dijon mustard. And maybe I'll just do one. I think I'll just do one. And I want to do some ketchup. These bottles with the ketchup in it are the pits. You can't get the ketchup until you get all the juice. Okay, let's do a tablespoon of ketchup. Oh, come on there. Guess you're gonna have to squeeze it. Okay. Tablespoon of ketchup. Now, I have a container of gravy. This happens to be mushroom gravy. You can use whatever gravy you want. You could even use a dry packed gravy. But I'm going to pour that in here. You can see how it's thick like gravy. Get it in there. I get this at the health food store. We have one in Bemidji called Harmony. Okay, move this out of the way. Mix this up. Now we're going to pour this just right over the our meat patties and the mushrooms and the onions. I want to get a picture of this. Okay. It's mixed up pretty well. Now I'm just going to pour this over. Okay. Now I'm going to put the lid on this and we're going to cook this, I think probably 6, maybe 7 hours and on low. I usually do low in the crock pot. So, you know what? I'll see you back here in about 6 or 7 hours. Enjoy your day. Okay, we're back. I'm going to take everything's cooked. I left this in about 6 hours. So I'm going to take everything out of here. This other one is down in there. Now I got onions and mushrooms down here. Let's get some of those out. Ooh, looks good, doesn't it? Smells good too. These onions and mushrooms. Now we are going to put some cornstarch in a little bowl. Now I use this little thing, this little tea thing for cornstarch to keep the lumps out. But you don't want lumpy cornstarch, that's for sure. So we just kind of, see? Nice and fluffy cornstarch. We got about 2 tablespoons in there. I'm going to add just a little juice to this. I'm going to make a little gravy here. First I forgot to get a little whisk this with. But that's fine. Come and get a little whisk to whisk. Get a little whisk in there, Will? We're digging in the drawer. Okay, here's a little whisk to whisk. I'm going to whisk this up. I don't want lumps in it. Oh boy. Okay, get some more of these lumps out. Okay, now I'm going to thicken this, try to thicken it with the onions and the mushrooms in there. Let's see what we can do. Normally you put this in boiling water, or boil it. Let's see what we can do here. Now it's thickening a little. I can't tell you how good it smells though. Alright, now I have over here in the microwave. You know, I was going to serve this over mashed potatoes, but I looked in the refrigerator and there was some leftover rice in there and I thought, no, we'll use up the rice, save the potatoes for another day. So I'm going to get the rice out of the microwave. little on the warm side right now. Sorry about the noise. Microwave's a little high and I'm a little short. So what we've got here is rice. Plate here. Now I'm going to put one of these on a plate. And I should have put a green vegetable on there. We're going to put some rice on the plate. Pretend you've got broccoli on here, or something pretty and green. Now, we're going to take some of that juice that we made a little gravy out of and pour it on the rice. Okay. And we're going to put a few of these onions and mushrooms on there. Now I know it's a brown plate, and I forgot to do some greenery on there for a salad or something. But doesn't that look good? I like it quick and easy, and this was quick and easy. And let me. Ooh, hot. Okay, let's taste this. Looks good. It is good. Get a little rice. I don't know if you can hear it, but the dog's down here crunching on her food. That's not me crunching. Okay. So today we have Salisbury steak. We got some gravy here, some rice, and a pretend green vegetable. So, thanks for your support. Thanks to you new subscribers. We sure do appreciate you. And until next time, blessings to you and your family. Have a good one.